Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Listen to this flashback of Skylyne radio show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everybody, you know.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. You know I'm going to say how is everybody, like y'all can answer back to me. But, you know, for old time's sake, how is everybody? I hope everyone had a good day. I hope everyone had a good New Year's. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I hope everyone, like, really enjoyed themselves for the holidays. How are you today, Mark?
I'm good. I'm blessed. It's a new year, new beginnings, fresh start. Yeah. It's all about a fresh start.
Yeah.
All about a fresh start.
Speaking of a fresh start, you know, I have to go back and revisit from last week's show when I was talking about the burn session. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you exactly how that goes, but I'm going to tell you later.
Okay.
So, this New Year's for me was actually like embracing and fun and dramatic all at, it just happened so fast. And one thing it made me realize is who my real friends are, and at any moment if I ever say SOS, they are on the way. You know, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate them because that made it fun. And I also ran into so many of my friends from high school.
Oh yeah?
On New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, Hope, baby.
New Year's was lit.
Yes.
I don't know where you were, or you over there, but yeah. New Year's, Derek Chase, what can I say? He is the man.
It looked like it was the man.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
It was lit. Did you record any videos?
Nope, because my phone died.
Oh, dang.
I didn't have my charger.
Oh.
Let me tell you how my day went. Had a full charge on my phone. Took my time getting myself together. And it literally took me like 2.5 hours to leave my house. Right? Took my time. Made sure I had everything. Still forgot something.
Your whole charger.
Forgot 3 things. So I go to the hotel about
What'd you forget?
1:30, 2 o'clock. Took me an hour to check in because my money was all screwed up on my card. So then I tried to use another card. I kept getting denied, kept getting denied. Yo, the most embarrassing thing in the world, yo. So I'm running back and forth. Takes me an hour to check in. Finally, I get in. Guy's like, 3rd time's a charm. It goes through. So, an hour later, it's going on 3 now. I finally check in, get in my room. They put me in the wrong room. I'm on the 6th floor, facing the back of the building. You look out the window, you have nothing but a wall of woods. I don't want to see that. I want to see the parking lot. When the parking lot's half full, that means it's time to go down to the bar, have a drink or two, maybe a shot. Then it'd be 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock. The bar is open over at the party. I can slide on over. Yep. I go to get ready around
What else you?
6:30. I'm getting to it. Getting to it. Take a shower, get cleaned up. I already had a shower, but you know, you just wanted to feel extra fresh for the party. Put my suit on. Go to get my dress shoes.
Don't have no shoes.
Don't have no shoes. Look at my phone. Damn, how did my phone go to 45%? It's like 45, 46%. No problem. I can plug it up when I go down to the bar. But wait a minute. I don't have a charger. I'm like, okay. I'm going to take my suit off. I'm going to put my clothes back on. And I'm going to get a lift. And I'm going to run home and get them. $40 round trip. It's not bad from BWI to my house. That's not bad. Especially with it being New Year's Eve. So that was 45 minutes gone. Like, throw it out the window. Come back. Get myself together. Get dressed. Blah, blah, blah. What's so? Go down to the bar. Meet a couple people. Bartender was cool. She was fabulous. She bought us all around the shots. There's like 9 of us at the bar. Met another young lady that's in the, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's in the medical field. And I told her about the 3-month series we're getting ready to have in a couple weeks. And she's interested in doing that. The bartender's interested in coming on and playing a role in that. So yeah. Got in. I think I was in there 10 minutes. Bam. Find Derek. Derek's like, you ready? I said, man, it's lit. I'm ready.
It's lit.
I'm ready.
It's lit, y'all.
So we get a drink. We make some rounds. I run into his wife. We say our highs and this and that and that and this and blah, blah, blah. Can't say the rest of what she asked me. I'll tell you on a break. So, but yeah, New Year's, it was fabulous. P Drama was on the 1s and 2s in the main party room that we always in. You know how, if you know anything about P Drama, you already know how he gets down, especially when it's a serious party like that. But there were a few people missing. There was a few people missing for whatever reason. They didn't come out this year. They went to a different party. Because I ain't gonna mention no names. All I'm gonna say is
I sure did not come to Baltimore for New Year's. I surely stayed right in PG County.
She'll be there next year. Skylyne Radio will have some type of session up there
Yes.
next year.
Yes.
We
next
sure
year, we will be having something. We might go live. Let me not slice it.
We will.
We might do something though, but we really might go live next year.
Because Derek already said, I got you in 2019.
Oh, that's cool. What's up with it? We doing it. Boom.
Stand up, Baltimore. Derek Chase, D Chase. He is the man with the plan. When he says he's gonna do something, he always comes through. But yeah, I was hoping to see one of the fellas, you know, with that good old jungle juice. He was like, I'm not coming. See, you already know who I'm talking about. I'm like,
where he go?
I think he went to a different party. I don't know. But I saw the big old container of jungle juice and I was like, oh my God, that looks so good. If y'all don't know what jungle juice is, I don't know what to tell you. It's just like my homegirl said, something about this and whatever, blah, blah, blah. The real black cake. If you know anything about rum cake and you don't know what black cake is, I feel sorry for you. Because black cake makes rum cake look like kitty stuff.
True.
Black cake is all the way on top of all cakes. Rum cake is good. I mean, if I can't get no black cake, I'm not gonna say, oh no, I don't want that.
So what is your favorite kind of cake?
Black cake, rum cake, cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
I love cheese.
Pineapple cake. Apple cake.
Nah.
I was being funny.
Nah. I mean.
Do you like red velvet?
Mm-hmm. There's not too many cakes I don't like. I'm not big on sweets, but I do have a sweet tooth. I love chocolate cake. I like chocolate cake, yellow cake, white cake, dump cake, red velvet cake, cheesecake, strawberry shortcake, rum cake, black cake. You know, it's like pie. I like all kinds of different pies. Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie, apple pie, chocolate pie. It's junk food. I like junk food. I just need to stay away from it. Thank God my son is getting ready to move out.
Really?
One more year.
Oh.
One more year.
Right. He likes everything Hope. Okay, so you all know that the show is every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I believe starting next week is when we start our women's.
2 weeks.
We got 2 more weeks, so we have a big reveal in 2 weeks. I'll probably tell y'all later on. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at T_TheBusyBee and on Facebook as Tiana Hudson. And follow Skylyne at SKYLYNE_foundation_2016. And we're about to go on a break, and give us about 5 minutes and we'll be right back.
TheExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn because I'm gonna make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I I need the scenes on Have and Have Nots to be like 5% shorter. Each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants. It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it. They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, we're live, guys. I'm sorry for the awkward silence. I'll lie to you not. Like, I don't know what I was waiting on. But I definitely was waiting on something.
It's just one of those days.
So, where do you want to start? Let's go. We could talk about my girls' night. So, for those who don't know, y'all probably don't know. I had a vision board party at my house.
How'd that go?
And I loved it. It was about 6 of my friends. We had all the magazines in the world. We had 4 different bottles of wine. We had us some glue. We had us some scissors. We had magazines. So in the beginning, I told them before we even get started, I want everyone to write down things that they held in that's been bothering them. Any type of woe that they had for years. Like, just hold it in. Like, whatever you need to get off. Whatever, like, all of that you feel like is holding you back from moving to the next level. To write it down. And we're going to say a couple words. We're going to burn it up. I had 7 pages. Let me tell you, y'all. Okay? Burn. Find you a piece of paper. Write it all down and burn it away. You want to know why? I lie to you not. The energy that I felt after I burnt all of it away, it was so different. Like, I could feel the energy change within my body. Mm-hmm. And that's what sometimes we need. We need that extra push. We need that extra, like, I knew my mind was clouded. So just being able just to clear out my mind, like, that was good. And it helped. I usually do mine at the end of the year. I'm going to start doing mine at the end of the year because I want to be able to cover up that whole year, and then I burn away whatever it is. I'm actually going to continue to do that because that was a good tradition, or it's a good tradition to start, and that way that I felt was unforgettable, bruh. Okay, y'all, burn.
Burn.
Here we go. Light it up.
Burn it down.
And put it in water. Make sure you put it in water. So we decided to use a big old plastic bowl with water in it. Boy, we almost burnt down the house like 3/4 times. It was so crazy. And then we made our vision boards. And my vision board specifically was about self-love and being fearless and like catering to myself and actually evolving into who I am. Like, I know who I am. I see it. It's just, I don't know what I'm afraid of. So I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm about to be out here doing whatever I got to do to make it to whatever level I'm trying to get to. And I know what level it is, but you know, sometimes you don't talk on it, you just do. So watch. Watch my glove.
Guess what's up?
But other than that, I saw friends I haven't seen in years. But it was good. It was a good New Year's. It didn't feel like it was like extra or too much. I didn't really leave the house till it was time to party. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. It was a good way to express and move on. With life, 2019 is going to be that year. Manifestation, guys. Make sure you write down your goals for 2019. You know, make sure you manifest them and you move forward and you do whatever you have to do to meet those goals. A lot of people have ways to like upgrade their lives or ways to make whatever they got going on better. Whether it's financial wise, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally. We're constantly working on ourselves. So just being able to write down your goals and seeing it on paper and then doing whatever you have to do step by step to make it happen, that'll make so much of everything so much easier. Like, I'm about to open up so many doors. Also get multiple streams of income. If you got one job, go get your second one, okay? Or find a way to make a second income. Bring it in slowly. Do that too. But it's that season, guys. It's a lot of people who they're stuck in this place. It's time to step out and become that butterfly. You know, you've been in your shell long enough. Let's go. I could be a motivational speaker.
You could.
Oh my goodness. Yes. What else? Let's go down the list of football this weekend. I'm disappointed in the Vikings, and I'm super disappointed in the Redskins.
I'm not disappointed in the Redskins. They have no quarterback.
They have no O-line. They have 23 people, guys. 23 people. From most of them from the O-line, and not only are they from the O-line, but they all were starters. And they all are injured. 23. That means like
you have nobody.
At least I'm gonna say at least 14, maybe. Some might have already been injured, so we're gonna give them that. But for real, like, it's been so painful to watch my team. So painful.
I bet.
So painful. Like,
it's been exciting to watch mine.
I bet.
I'm just saying. Chicago Bears, baby. Chicago Bears.
Oh, y'all do one
We're
little
back.
thing.
Finally. We got Philly up first. So I know all y'all Redskins gonna be Bears fans this week. I know all y'all Giants fans gonna be Bears fans this week.
The Giants, they're horrible.
Cowboys, they can probably care less because they on their own their own line.
Right now.
Who they play? I don't even remember who they play.
I'll
They
tell you
play.
in a second. The Cowboys.
Yeah, who they play?
Give me 1 second. Ooh. Seahawks. Seahawks are 10-6. The Cowboys and the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Hey, we taking bids. $5 a pop.
I'm going with Seattle on that one. I'm going with Seattle on that one. Did we miss something? Bloopers.
Whoa. Okay, so we definitely thought like we were supposed to be going on break and we missed it, but we didn't miss it. Shouts out to the Caps.
Since we're in Baltimore, you think it's only appropriate if we do this?
What?
Congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. You know what? They deserve it. They deserve to be in there. Lamar Jackson.
Oh, they
you
back
doing
in
it.
there
You
again?
doing it. You doing it. You are really making some noise. You deserve that starting role.
Baltimore
who knows?
plays the Chargers.
Who knows? And I'm going with Baltimore.
Really?
I think Baltimore right now is the strongest team in the AFC. I really do. I think they're the most dangerous team in the NFC because they got the number 2 defense behind the number 1 defense of the Chicago Bears and Khalil Mack. But for real, we're gonna hold off right there, and we'll continue that conversation and a couple other conversations when we come back after we take this break and pay these bills. BeExposedRadio.com, Skylyne Radio.
From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I was trying to ask you why.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I'm so grateful.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, we're back. Don't mind us. Side joke over here.
Woo.
But yeah, back to football.
Yes. Let's go run these scores. No, we're gonna finish choosing who's gonna win what games. All right. So my other team that I really like, they got eliminated. They definitely did not play as well as they did last year. But if you're a real Redskins fan, you always got a secondary team because you gotta watch somebody.
Who's your second team? Who's your second team?
It's the Jaguars.
Oh, God.
So it is crazy that it's the Jaguars because I just looked at the Jaguars record, and their record is horrible. Like, I think I'm gonna have to give up on the Jaguars.
Last year was a fluke.
I'm gonna have to watch a better team. You think last year was a fluke?
Last year was a fluke.
Last year I feel like they played so amazingly.
It was a fluke.
Like, and I actually sat and watched their games. Like,
I did too.
I was finished with the Redskins to be like, let me watch this Jaguar. Hold on, they out here making moves. This kind of weird.
Like, what happened?
Oh, then they almost made it, and I was rooting for them. I was rooting for you, the Jaguars, but now y'all like. I'm not even gonna say y'all like the Redskins because y'all are worse than the Redskins right now.
Yeah.
So I can get that little bit of recognition, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'm gonna have to find another team. I guess let me figure out what this championship is.
Jump on this Bears train, baby. We got plenty of room.
I don't know if I want to do the Bears. I definitely do not want to be a Patriots fan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't that Manning? Which Manning?
That's New York Giants.
Not Manning. Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over Brady. He's the god of GAWD of football. Don't ask me how, but he has superpowers and can make anyone do whatever he wants, and it's okay. He gets very little punishment. It's kind of weird, you know? But it's all right. Who else?
I'm ready for Brady to retire.
Brady needs to retire, and Manning needs to retire.
Manning is done.
Like, yeah. You see what them Giants did?
Oh my.
Let me go see the Giants record.
Only thing Giants did was embarrass the Bears, and it made us mad, and that's why we beat the Rams, in my opinion. That's my opinion. There's a handful of Bears fans that would agree with me, but I think we needed that wake-up call. I think we got into a comfort zone, and we didn't need to be.
And the Giants beat
and us. A team like the Giants beat us.
Right.
Like, outside of Green Bay, it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. We choked. We choked. That's why we lost against the Packers. New England, it was a good game the whole entire game. Had we got that 1 yard, Bears fans know what I'm talking about. Patriots fans know what I'm talking about. If the Bears had got that 1 yard, we'd have won the game. Miami. Miami's not a bad team. They're not a good team, but they're not a bad team. Again, you know, what did we lose by, like 3 points? It's not like any game we lost this year, and then we only lost 4. 12-4 is our final record for the regular season. And them 4 losses, not one was a blowout. Not one game did we lose by more than 7 points, if that. I want to say 4, but I think one game we lost by 7 points, maybe. So we're on the roll, though. I'm proud of them. I knew we were going to be good. You know, like, you know, Mikey knows all about football. Mm-hmm. Him and Vinny and Tyler and Hassan. That's my crew at the bar. If you know what bar I'm talking about, then you know all 4 of these gentlemen.
Hey.
They're all 4 banging bartenders. You ain't had a drink till you had one of theirs. That's all I'm gonna say. And there's a few people that would agree with me. You know what? There just ain't nothing like their drink. But anyways, Mikey was like, y'all gonna go 8-8. 7-9, 8-8. And I was like, nope. We're gonna go at least 10-6. Then we get Khalil Mack. Mikey was like, I don't know how good y'all gonna be. It all depends on what defense, what your defense is gonna do with having Khalil Mack.
So I got a question.
I got an answer.
Who do you think is gonna end up in the playoffs?
This is my prediction. And we all have our own opinions. If you're looking at defense, you're looking at quarterbacks that got something to prove versus ones that have been there, whether they got a ring or not, whether they're trying to get a ring, but they've been there in the playoffs and just can't get over that hurdle. Been to the Super Bowl, couldn't get over that hurdle, or what have you.
Trying to make a comeback.
This is my prediction, and I think it's a pretty good prediction. I'm predicting that it's going to be the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
Say what you want, but that's who I'm predicting to go to the Super Bowl. Because if you let ESPN say it, in the AFC, the Ravens are the most dangerous team in the league for the AFC.
He watches the Ravens games too, guys.
I know I don't. Only time I watch a Ravens game is if I'm out at the bar. And again, let ESPN say it. They don't think anyone can beat us in the playoffs. I mean, we got the #1 defense for a reason. So, and I hope my prediction comes true, because what better Super Bowl could you have than the two teams that have the number 1 and number 2 defense?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
On top of him being from Chicago and living in Baltimore.
Oh my goodness. I need another parade, Joe. I need another parade.
That's the best. I guess that's the best part for some people, especially like that. Like you get to
the
see
parties, the celebrations, the parades.
Let the Redskins go to the Super Bowl. I might actually go down to FedEx Field and party.
I would. When the Caps won, I asked my brother.
He's killing me with these laughs.
when the Caps won the Stanley Cup last year, I asked my brother, "You want to go down to DC?" No. Man, you ain't no fan. You a fair weather fan. I just don't want to go down there because all them people. That's what it's about, though. You go to a sporting event, you got hundreds of thousands of people. You know what I mean? Like when I went home last year because I missed the parade due to circumstances. But it is what it is. It's all good. I watched the parade for like 3 hours on the TV, and I was good. I'd have rather been there, but you know, it is what it is. But when I went home last year for opening day, granted it rained, we didn't do everything that I wanted to do, but I can honestly say I was there. I enjoyed myself. It rained. That put a damper on things. But you know, we went, we did it. It felt good seeing wall to wall people of Chicago Cubs, White Sox, Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, whatever. It felt good being in your city, seeing your team represented everywhere. And you know, with them being the champs, you know, that next season, God, it was Cubs paraphernalia everywhere. So my city needs another championship, and Blackhawks ain't gonna do it. The Bulls definitely ain't gonna do it.
Speaking of city needing another championship, right? I have a couple theories based on the Redskins and what happened, okay? One, I have to say this. Last year, the Caps and the Lady Warriors brought home championships, right? Okay. The Wizards are doing really, really bad, right? Okay. The Redskins are doing horrible. Okay. So what I was going to say isn't actually going to apply to it, but it was a great funny. It would have been, but it just didn't work. I feel like we're just all just striving for that excellence. And for some reason, the Wizards can't get it together. For some reason, the Redskins just can't get it together. I also, yes, I just first round. Oh no, that's messed up. But what else? Dang, you made me lose my train of thought.
I mean, with basketball, what is it? John Wall's done for the season. Beal's out too, right?
So many games this year.
Like,
I don't know.
You have a team, you know, it's like the young man said on ESPN the other day, or on the news or something, some type of interview. It was like, you know, Wall's out, Beal's out, but we're still a team. So we need to step up in their absence and prove ourselves.
Right.
You know, we're starters for a reason. If we don't want that starting role, then we can be replaced.
Right.
And it is what it is.
You know, I almost lost my train of thought. I'm so glad you started talking, though, because I was about to lose it. Then I just remembered. So, my theories with the Redskins, right, is that I feel like, what team was it I messed up our first quarterback? Because I don't know. It's okay. I'm not even about to go
when the quarterback got the Joe Theismann injury, 33 years to the day.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
That is. That's crazy, crazy. So,
who was that team?
I don't know if he knows that team. All right, we're about to get the name of that team. So I believe that after us winning about 6 games, that everybody got mad because they always feel like the Redskins supposed to be the suckiest team, blah, blah, blah. Even though we're not the suckiest, you know, we might be in the bottom half of the average. Okay, we might be average. We're going to go where we might
Y'all
be
are still
average.
considered an NFL team. Y'all not considered
Right.
a JV team yet.
We will never be considered
Like,
a JV team.
like, Jacksonville Jaguars, Detroit Lions.
Oh, them. Okay. Yeah, they did.
They started
did
falling
get a little
off
bit
again.
better.
They're just better this year because Green Bay was so sorry.
Mm.
It felt good to see that Green Bay
The Packers
fall
were
apart.
doing bad. The Colts.
They fired their coach.
Man, let me see the
How
Colts.
you fire your coach in the middle of the season? Now
I think
you
the
know
Colts was
you done
doing
did something
horrible,
wrong.
too.
You done fired your coach in the middle of the season.
Where the Colts?
But you ask a lot of Green Bay fans, they are so happy to see him go.
I mean, Redskins fans ready for that coach to go. Or the owner.
Y'all gonna sign Green Bay's ex-coach.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Don't ask me too many questions because you know I only keep up with a little bit. You know this. I only keep up when it comes to sports. I only keep up with football. The thing is, with football, I only keep up with the Redskins and a little bit of the other teams because I know a little something. I can, you know, I don't watch enough football. However, I can only keep up with the conversation for maybe about 10 minutes. If y'all see, this conversation has been going great. But every time I ain't know something, you heard me say, don't ask me that. Okay? It is real. That's what you're supposed to do, you know. You gotta tell them it's levels. You can't be sitting out here faking like you know, and then you say the wrong thing. They look
Fake
at
it like you
crazy.
make it.
Right. Ain't no faking it like you making it out here in the real world. Sometimes. Man, you can fake it till you make it. That's life.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. So what else? What else is on our list to talk about?
This is what I'm gonna do. January 19th, all our volunteers, all our supporters, all the people that continue to donate, we need your assistance. The weekend of, is that Martin Luther King weekend? Martin Luther King weekend, January 19th, January 20th. January 19th, we're at Franklin Square Park in Washington, D.C. 1302 K Street Northwest. Or, I just found this out, 1302 US 29. It's the same street. 11:30 to 2:30. We need all y'all come out. Tell your family, tell your neighbor, tell your supervisor.
No,
I
mean,
care.
all of us, like at Christmas Eve, we don't need another Christmas Eve.
Oh no, we ain't.
Christmas Eve was amazing. Okay.
We can only get bigger and better.
We can. We need more tables.
Tables. We need tables.
Yes. And
if anyone has
like to donate
tables, please bring tables, because the bigger we get, the more tables we're going to need. And DC is really starting to explode.
Yes,
and we
about to
thank you.
take off. All right, guys. It's coming up again where we have to take this break because, you know, bills have to be paid. So what you're going to do is tune in to us in about 5 more minutes. Make sure you catch us on every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Be Exposed Radio Show.
BeExposedRadio.com. Skylyne Radio Show.
Yes, I said that wrong.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Woo!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back.
Back like we never left. To the left, to the left. If you want to leave, be my guest, you can step. Filling every place with a listener to Beyonce. I put you out on my B-day. That's all I know. And I probably messed up the words.
Okay. On that note.
Right.
So, back to what we were talking about with Martin Luther King weekend.
Yes.
It's a big
Martin
weekend.
Luther King weekend.
It's a big weekend.
Feed the homeless. Saturday in D.C., Sunday in Baltimore.
We need volunteers. We need tables. We need donations. We need tables.
We need toiletries.
We need food. We need tables.
Toiletries.
We need toiletries, hygiene products, feminine products. We need tables.
Yes.
We need water and juice and fruit punch and all that good stuff. And we need tables. We need clothes, coats, footwear. We need tables.
Okay. I think they get the picture.
Get the picture? January 19th, we're in D.C., Franklin Square Park in Washington, D.C., right across the street from the Washington Post building, 1302 K Street or 1302 US 29.
Yes, 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 yes.
11:30 to 12, 11:30 to 2:30. Sunday, we're in Baltimore under the 83 Bridge, 409 East Saratoga Street. We're right across the street from Post Nightclub.
Ottabees.
Ottabees. We're right across the street from Ottabees. There you go.
Yes.
Saturday night. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. If you know who Derek Chase is, Derek Chase has a big party going on January 19th. That's Saturday night. You can go to Derek Chase on Facebook and look it up. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. I'll find it in a second. I'm having technical difficulties with my phone. See what I mean? It won't do nothing. But, oh shoot, I can't even say nothing because I don't, you know what? I think I have a picture of the flyer.
That weekend, guys, remember that. I think my sister, you know, speaking of that weekend, so my baby sister, y'all, my baby sister turns 18.
Uh-oh.
On January 9th.
Uh-oh.
And she's not celebrating until MLK weekend.
Uh-oh.
But y'all, my baby sister, like the last born child of my family, is turning 18, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think I'm comfortable.
You better get ready, because you ain't got a choice.
My little youngin' gonna be doing stuff.
Grown.
Going to college and getting a job and
all that.
Being somewhat of an adult.
Here it is.
Until she becomes more of an adult. Y'all, that's crazy, okay? I'm getting old. It's like, nah, I'm not getting old. I look really young for my age.
You do.
Really, really young. Like, I've had people stop me. I had a 15-year-old go smack, guys. Do you know how... I told him I could be his mom. Like, I was just like, okay, but I could be your mom. I'm the big sister that drops you and your girlfriend off. Like, goodbye. Like, gosh. I can't even throw on makeup. I don't look any older. I always look the same. Ooh.
So, December 19th at the garage. East Lafayette Street. There's not a street address. I wonder why. If you're familiar with, remember the old Club Choices? You know, the gas station right there on the corner of Lexington and Charles Street. The white building, opposite corner of Choices, that's the garage. The title of the event is called Crown. Hey. Martin Luther King Weekend Celebration. Hosted by the beautiful Marcy of the Flywire and the man, Derek Chase.
Hey, hey, hey.
Saturday, January 19th, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. R&B, hip-hop, old school, house music. If you need a good party to go to, you ain't doing nothing wrong by going to the garage. Yo! Lafayette. What'd I say? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm giving the wrong address.
Hey.
East Lafayette Street, and it's right here in front of me.
Let me tell y'all, our producer is A1.
He is. I done gave the wrong address. The garage is East Lafayette Street. My fault. Right on the corner of Lafayette Street and Charles Street.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right next to the gas station. Is that a Hess station? No, that's not a Hess. It's a Hess station? I didn't know Hess was still around. I thought they all closed up shop.
Yes, the blue ones. Blue and green.
So yeah, that's what's going on January 19th. Hit up if you have a way to get in contact with Marcy, hit her up. If you have a way to get in contact with Derek Chase, D Chase, whatever you know him as, hit him up, and they can give you further details on that night's event, dress code, and all the other shenanigans that will be going on that night. I will be there. Because if we get the okay, I ain't gonna go there. Gotta get the okay first before I can go throwing things out there. But Skylyne Radio hosts Mark, Miss T, the Busy Bee, and Fawn the Skater, who is absent tonight.
Yes, let's.
It's all good. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
She had a prior engagement to deal with, so
to go to.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with her. She's good. She's healthy. She's just not here.
Yeah.
And she is missed. She's always missed when she's not here. You're always missed when you're not here.
Aww.
It's just not the same on the
It's
show,
not.
but the show must go on. I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm not here.
You're not gonna be here.
It's coming.
As a matter of fact.
Let the Bears win the Super Bowl. I will not be here.
Of course you're not gonna be here for that.
I'm going home.
Aren't we supposed to be going on a trip?
Huh?
Tripping?
What?
I guess
Were we supposed to go on a trip? Vegas for Super Bowl. But I don't know if I'm going. I got to find out what's going on with my health, and I find out in 2 weeks. BeExposedRadio.com. We got to take that real quick break again. It's that time. You know we got to pay them bills. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that national series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It was horrible, but shoot, I lost my train of thought just that fast. But we're back like we never left. You know, it's 8 o'clock. We got another hour with us. So we're gonna talk about one thing. We're gonna talk about news, but let's talk about New Year's news first. And I want to say New Year's news first because I saw something a little different than usual on social media this year than I've seen any other year. But I feel like this year was more prominent because of all the tragedy, the tragedy deaths in 2018. This year on social media, I saw more of everyone drive safe. If you need this, call this number, send this out. Like, a lot of people was really sharing that information to other people, and it's just like, if you think about over the years, a lot of people wasn't sharing that kind of information.
Nah, they weren't.
Like, that just shows growth and people actually being aware. Like, oh, you can do this better. Like, so I'm saying all that to say that even though we struggle to become one, we do become one in different ways, if that makes sense. So I really appreciated the fact that people were actually pushing the different phone numbers to get a ride home if we were too drunk, you know. That was really good. I know a lot of people who drove Lyft and Uber this weekend, they definitely got paid off of everyone throwing up in their cars. So, you know.
Ooh, that's not a good look.
That's kind of painful, but at the same time, you get $250. So, you got to clean your car. Or they got to clean your car. Like, it's just disgusting. But either way, I really did appreciate that. I just wanted to put that as New Year's Blues. That's what it's really called, New Year's Blues. Oh, speaking of New Year's Blues, and speaking of the burn session, along with the vision board, and I know I'm backtracking like so far away, but it's okay. So, along with the vision board, I actually started writing out my goals for 2019.
Yeah.
And they're kind of weird, but it's like to-do list of adulting stuff. Like, I'm adulting, guys. It's real. Like, you know, you kind of don't have a choice but to adult now. But, like, I'm really adulting on a level that I did not see, like, coming at all. Like, I had a little bit of warning, but it was just like, boom, here we are. So, you know, that's really good because that's helping me grow up a lot. And I'm out here getting this money. That's what you do.
Ain't you got like 2-3 jobs again?
Yes, I am a Jamaican, and I still come here every Wednesday.
She got like 4 jobs.
And I make beaded bracelets. And I'm about to start doing different side hustle for entrepreneurship because I can do that. I'm about to do a lot. But
hey, do what you do. Do what you do.
This is what you do, guys. You find a hobby. Yeah. Okay. So this is what you do, guys. You find a hobby and you find a way to make money from it.
There you go.
Boom.
I needed the snow. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I needed the snow.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
I need a blizzard.
No, no, no.
Yep. I need a fast $1,000 real quick.
Boy, let me tell you.
A blizzard will get that to me too.
I guess. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, homie.
I mean, if it stays wet and mild throughout the winter, you know, I can get on that lawn crew hustle. Your mic went out.
Maybe.
I can hear. Can you hear? I can hear. But hey. Oh. She ain't gone out yet, but she was getting ready to. See? That's why we love our producer.
Yes.
He be on point with it.
So
So, if y'all did not hear the grandest news of all.
Oh, you can hear me. We good? I'm back. Hey guys, you can hear me now.
If you did not hear the grandest news of them all.
Oh, some more New Year's Blues. This is great. I'm going to read it because...
You said blues, not news.
I know I said blues. But blues is good because blues, like, that's good music to listen to and push you in a happy spirit. That's why I said New Year's Blues. You got to learn how to wordplay.
Oh, okay.
But if you really listen to blues, it's very happy.
I like the blues.
I do too.
I love jazz.
I do too.
Jazz.
Are we about to do this?
Nah, we're not going to do this.
We can't go down the music that we do like though. We can in a minute. But, so, Skylyne
Foundation
and Skylyne Radio Show will be featured in a movie called Lost and Found. It is written about an affluent woman's descent into homelessness. I will be featured. Hey guys, so we're fun. So we're Mark. Almost called him Mike. Don't ask me why. Mark, and I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy on so many levels that someone is doing this, and I'm glad that they found Mark, because I wanted to do this anyway, honestly.
We did.
We talked about it.
We had talked about it last
summer. We talked about a whole documentary.
No, last winter into spring we talked about it, and I was approached for the opportunity, and I never heard back about anything. I had contacted the individual and never got any information, so kind of just blew it off. All right, something changed, something happened, it ain't gonna go down, what have you. Well, she contacted me last week. This, that, whatever, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Are you still interested? The first cast meeting in DC will be in February. Bad. What better way to end 2019 than on some real good news? And I said, is the cast set?
Y'all. He meant ending 2018.
Yeah. And I asked her. I have 2 young ladies that are my partners.
You have 3.
That
we'll talk about that.
My bad. Well,
keep going. Don't even worry about it.
So I said, is the cast set? Because I have 2 young ladies that are interested in participating. Yeah, no problem. Send me their name and their contact number so I can keep them tuned in with all the updates and meetings and whatever have that I need to send out to you, and everyone I can send out to them too. So again, the movie is called Lost and Found. Filming will be in the DMV local area, so pretty much your local DC area. I don't think it'll branch out into like PG County, Montgomery County, Northern Virginia, but either or. DMV local area. Again, myself, Tiana, and Fawn will all be featured in it. The purpose of the film is to build awareness about homeless and raise funds for local homeless people.
Right. We're going to speak about this raising funds thing. Keep going. I just had a thought in my head. I'm sorry.
The filming starts in August. Gosh, that's so far away. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes, because, you know, you don't want to, when you're doing music videos, commercials, movies, TV shows, when you're dealing with that type of I don't know, material, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. You got to get the right people. You go through different various issues and dilemmas and changes and switching in and switching out. So you go through a lot, and it takes a lot. So granted, it's August, but August for real will be here in no time.
Right. I'm actually quite excited. I didn't mean to say that. I was trying to hold it in, but clearly I couldn't hold it in.
Our first cast meeting will be in DC in February. So in February, we will have an update on this film that we can share with you.
Yes. We do it, guys.
But I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us for getting recognized for this. We have a sponsor that is going to start donating different various produces for us that we met at the Baltimore flea market. So we're excited about that. We making some headway. We making some headway. We opening some doors for ourselves.
Right.
And we continue to be blessed in our movement.
We just found volunteers on Christmas Eve. They were wonderful.
Yeah, they
I
were.
know they're going to come back. And they were like, oh, we're going to come back. They were wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
And I just made everything so much easier because, like, Baltimore is really good with their volunteers. They're loyal. DC's volunteers are, like, halfway loyal. So sometimes, like, depending on the timing, it can be good loyal. Sometimes it can be bad loyal. But the fact that we just found a lot of volunteers who are willing to come out with us this month, it really, 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 really helps, and it really makes me feel appreciative. Like, they don't understand how much I appreciate them, and I appreciate the Baltimore ones too, but I know for a fact that Baltimore, they're going to be there, so it's kind of different. But if they come out again and they keep doing this, they get all the praises from me in the world, because that is who I am, and I like stuff like that. And I like when people help, and I like when people are actually loyal to the people who help them.
We might have a photographer for our next Baltimore Feed the Homeless.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to him in the next couple of days, but that'll be something different.
Yeah.
It'll be something different that he can take pictures of within an event, but it'll be good for us because it'll give us more exposure.
Right.
With what we're doing in the Baltimore community, as far as something positive.
Right. So guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram at @T_TheBusyBee and follow my business page, Skylyne Foundation. You can find that in my bio. Just go on and click the link and click that follow button for me, okay? And we will see you all when we get back. All right? We got a little bit more to talk about.
BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks.
How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty about Jennifer Holliday.
Anyway, let's get back to
yeah. Well, what I wanted to say is that I can understand 100% where Jennifer Holliday is coming from, and that's sort of kind of where my 20% came from. When I basically came out and said who I voted for, I received a lot of backlash. Even on my own talk show, which comes on every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m., I was called a coon. Okay, yeah, shout out for the plug. But yeah, someone actually, they told CJ Bernie that I was a coon, and that really hurt me. I've been called everything from a fat whatever and everything, but someone actually...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're live.
Hey guys, and we're back again. Let the story begin. I want to tell all my friends that it's the weekend. Hey, y'all, I wish I could rap. I wish I could rap. I can write poetry though, but rapping is just don't come to me. Like, I can write poetry though.
I can write poetry.
Yeah.
It takes me forever.
Really?
It does.
Sometimes it takes me forever, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, depending on what you're writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're writing about something specific, or if you're, what kind of stanzas you would like, or if it's going to be like one of those dialogue poetry type things. Like, I do a lot of dialogue poetry or monologue poetry where you would think, like the way that I'm talking, the way that I would say it is like me talking to you, but it's in the poetic form.
Right.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I'm rhyming. It's just like the way I'm saying it.
Right.
So, yeah, that's usually how my poetry is. I haven't wrote poetry in a very, very, very long time, though.
Me neither.
But I definitely like writing poetry.
Mm-hmm. It's creative. It takes a lot of thought. Again, depending on what you're writing about.
Mm-hmm.
Because you definitely want it to flow. And, you got to write all your thoughts down as they come to you, because you might be thinking about one thing, and then a thought way out in left field might pop in, and you're like, let me write that down, and I can come back to that. I do a lot of that. And when I come back to them, I might use them, I might not. And then I got to be listening to some real good music.
Yes. Oh, another thing I do with poetry, which is crazy how we just got on the subject of poetry, but that's what you're supposed to do. Just feel it. Anyways, another thing I do with poetry is that I write it to music. So, like, if it's a song where I like the hook, I know, right? And I can't rap. If it's a song and I like the hook, and whatever I'm writing about flows with the hook, right, I'll write a whole, like, the poem will fit within, like, the hook, the first hook and the second hook.
Right.
Like, it'll fit, like, perfectly.
Okay.
Because I want you to think about the words of the song as to what I'm saying, how it can correlate.
Yeah.
That's what else I like. You gotta pull the vibes. I like poetry. What else do you like
doing? It's a vibing thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do I like to do? I like to do a lot of different things. I like to travel. By car, by plane, preferably by plane if we're going far. Because, I can think of a lot of better things to do than to be cooped up in a car for 13, 14, 15 hours. Just saying. You definitely get quality time if you cooped up in a car. You definitely got to have
Man, my mom used to
books
make us
on
read
tape.
Books. She used to watch the movies. We used to have our Game Boys till the batteries died.
You ever heard of books on tape?
Nah.
Yo.
No,
it's
as a matter
an
of fact,
actual book.
I'm going to say no,
but it's on
yes,
a CD.
Because that's how I learned how to read. There was books recorded on tapes.
Right. Well, it's CDs of a book, and you have someone reading the story, and some of them are really pretty good. You can get some that are a couple hours long. You can get some that are 8 hours long. Some of them are pretty good. I couldn't do books on tape for a 13-hour trip. I gotta have some music. I gotta have.
Right.
I might need a little bit of quiet time. Like if you're asleep, if I need some quiet time, I'm gonna get my quiet time. Because you know, sometimes you just want to be one with your surroundings. I mean, granted, you're on a highway, wintertime, summertime. You know, when you kill everything in the vehicle that makes noise, you can hear a lot of different things. Granted, you're going to hear a bunch of vehicles, depending on what type they are, how big they are, trucks and buses. But road trips can be fun, depending on who you're with.
Have you ever had the furthest road trip conversation? What's the furthest road trip you've been on?
What's the furthest road trip I've ever been on? From Winter Harbor, Maine to Chicago.
How long was that?
I don't know. I was an infant.
That don't count. Y'all need one where you remember.
15. From Baltimore to Orlando.
Baltimore to Orlando? All right, cool.
2000. No, that wasn't 2000. Was it? No. No, that was 2000. That was 2000. The
1990s were so far away.
Oh my God. Who you telling? Who you telling? And that was the first time I went roller skating as an adult.
Where did you go?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the first time since 93. I think it'd been since 93 that I'd gone roller skating.
You showing your age.
Look, I'm 21 with 24 years experience. Or, as I like to say, I'm $39.95 plus tax. Illinois tax, because Maryland tax is cheap. It's only 6%. Depending on where you're at in Chicago, sales tax out there is between 8 and 15%. Try and tell you. But cost of living is expensive. Gas is over $3. I think gas is over $3.25. Cigarettes are $15, $20 a pack. Did you hear about gas in Baltimore? Did you hear about gas in Baltimore? Mr. Producer, did you hear about gas in Baltimore? Gas in Baltimore, depending on where you go, is $1 and change.
Oh, that's real.
Yep, you heard it. $1 and change. Granted, you're in the hood, but hey, when was the last time you saw gas for $1 and change?
Right.
Under $2.
Right. So, it's come to that time, once again, where we have to take a break, right? And then you all have to tune back in. And then we're going to finish talking to you all about some things. We still have some things we haven't touched on. We got to the New Year's blues, but now we're going to get to the New Year news. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Don't run out and get no gas. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be right back.
Yes. On BeExposedRadio.com. We almost did it.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Now listen to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. So, I have to ask you a question because it matters. What was your favorite song of 2018?
Broken Clocks.
Really?
Yep.
You want to know what my favorite song is? It kind of goes hand in hand. Lucid Dreams.
Who?
Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD.
I don't know if I heard that.
Did you see the status when I was like, I still see the shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
Pull the song up.
I'll sing the song. I mean,
Pull the song
I'm not
up.
going to sing the song,
Pull the
which
song
is why
up.
I said it like that. We'll do that later
Pull
because,
it up,
we don't
pull
have
it up.
rights to the song because we can't do that live. But yeah,
We need to get
you'll
them
hear
rights.
that song. Hey, hi. You know when y'all get good news, you be happy, happy, happy. You got good news.
Got good news. Got good news. What's up? What was I gonna say? Oh, did y'all see that crazy episode thing? We going there. That happened in McDonald's.
Oh, we finally
Oh boy.
made it. We've been ready to talk about this since like not an hour ago, like 30 minutes ago, possibly.
Oh boy.
So if you all haven't seen the video, just type in McDonald's, you'll find it. Literally. A girl was standing behind the counter. The guy was in front of her, and he
Snatched her up,
he snatched her by her shirt, so she beat him up.
and she got fired.
Yeah, I believe.
I don't think she should have got fired.
I don't think so either.
And doesn't the law state you have the right to defend yourself? So we're on this camera. Okay.
Oh.
Switching it up, switching it up, switching it up.
I can't. Something happened. Can you hear
good?
me?
Yep.
Oh,
Loud and
okay,
clear.
we good. All right. I don't know what happened, guys. Something just happened.
She needs to get the right lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
so she can sue her company, and the guy needs to go to jail for first-degree assault.
Actually, he has 2 assault and battery charges because he kicked another woman co-worker the second time when he was leaving, because they put him out and then they brought him back, and then the men carried him out and then he kicked the girl.
Oh wow.
So,
yeah, he needs to go to jail.
And he actually did get arrested for it. I really think they just fired the girl off of GP because you fought a customer, and you know that's against the code of conduct. Conduct. I really think that's really why they did it. She's
Still
definitely
ain't right.
about to get a whole bunch of bread for this.
Oh yeah, she getting ready to get paid.
Levels, like either she gonna sue him, she gonna sue McDonald's, she gonna sue somebody.
She needs to get the right lawyer.
This really just goes to show you how crazy people are getting, and how certain things are starting to get out of hand, man. Like, can y'all?
That's why I go through the drive-through. I ain't got to deal with all that stuff. But then again, I don't do fast food anyways. Chick-fil-A, I don't consider Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's not fast food to me.
It ain't.
But y'all be careful out here, okay? Try to like hold your ground without having to like
Kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness.
Possible. Like, it's crazy out here. Pray every day. Make sure you have that hedge of protection over you, because Russia and somebody, and apparently 45 didn't know we had troops in Saudi Arabia.
He's an idiot.
I'm so over this man. Let me tell y'all.
This is a crazy
This
thing.
is a lesson learned. This is a lesson learned for everyone who voted for him.
If y'all haven't been keeping score,
He about to be gone.
look where all number 45 homeboys are. And maybe homegirls. I don't think he has any, but just for GP. If they all haven't been indicted, they're already in prison.
Right. His whole team.
Don't that tell you something as a voter?
His whole team. It was all rigged, y'all. They used money they weren't supposed to. They did all different kinds of things like they were not supposed to. And now it's all catching up to them. And it's crazy that we have to sit here and watch this. Like, I'm glad that it finally happened. I'm mad that it took 2 years for it to happen. But at the same time, like, are they still just going to do trials up until his 4 years are up? Like, like what's the next steps? Because we need some sanity.
You know what I
over there
think's
in the
funny?
White House.
You know what I think's funny? That's what you get. For everyone that voted for him
That's what you get.
and is now furloughed, that's what you get.
Hey.
You wanted it, deal with it. Because I don't want to hear your mouth. I really don't.
That's real.
Got a whole nother year. 12 days out of work. How you going to pay your bills? How you going to pay your bills?
They'll be back soon. I'm
Better go
praying
get a
they're
job.
back soon, in all honesty.
Better
I'm
go get a
praying that
job.
they're coming back soon. And you want to know what else kills me is, I think I brought this up last week too, but I don't care. The fact that they made a whole GoFundMe to build this wall for Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And how many homeless people's out here?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what's wrong with this country.
You worried about people getting in here for a better life. You can't even take care of the ones who lost their lives.
You know what kills me?
Like, America.
You want to stop everyone coming to this country, but didn't we steal this country? Facts.
Indians
Truth.
had it first.
Truth. Facts.
Right. Indians had it first.
You wanna talk about the German people because they got a wall for this, that, whatever, and the third. Didn't they tear that wall down? You don't want another country to be a dictator, but aren't you dictating how this country's run? We don't have no rights. We don't have no First Amendment. We can't say whatever we want, how we want. Truth, facts.
Right.
And it is what it is.
That's what Trump wanted. Like
what you see is what you get. You voted for him. Deal with it, because you got a whole nother year to go.
On a good note, we do have a great change in the politics. Because if it wasn't for the change in the politics, all of this that is happening with 45 would not be happening. So we do have to acknowledge that.
We're going to acknowledge this too. Trump ain't done nothing the 3 years he's been in office, but run his mouth, talk about people, lie, boo-hoo and cry because ain't nobody giving him what he wants with this wall, and try to overturn everything that Obama did for 8 years. Why is gas so low? Why is gas so low? Obama, not Trump. Why is the stock market flirting around the 25,000, 26,000 mark? Not because of Trump. 8 years of cleaning up that Obama did. That's why. Truth, facts.
Right. And that's the thing, like, so I liked Obama. If Obama could serve a third term, I'd be like, what's up with it? But I think we need someone completely fresh, someone we did not expect. We do not need another Hillary Clinton. Because Hillary Clinton ran, what, 3 times?
If Michelle Obama runs for office, are you going to vote for her?
She's the number
Are you going to vote
she's
for her?
the most influential woman. In,
I would. You know why?
2018.
Who's going to teach her how to run this country? Obama.
You heard me?
Huh?
She's the most influential woman in 2018. And so is Obama. He is on the list for 11 years straight. Found that out.
Did y'all hear who said they're possibly thinking about throwing their name in the hat? Did I hear this right?
Who?
Oprah. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't possibly not feel away, but the conspiracy theorists in me don't like it at all.
She's not a politician.
It's not even, I mean, Trump's not a politician either. Look where we are. We got a bonehead for a president. Obama, I mean, not Obama. Oprah's not a bonehead. Oprah's smart.
She'll
Oprah
get people to do what needs to be done. Versus, well, can I make a suggestion? You're fired.
Right.
Like,
every time someone opens their mouth about something that Trump doesn't need to do.
everything that everyone said negative about number 45 and how he was going to run this country, you knew exactly what you were talking about. Because that's what he's done with every single one of his businesses. He's run them bankrupt before he made them profitable. And that's exactly what he's trying to do with this country. Ain't the government shut down? That's where it starts. But at the same time, do you know how much money the government's making right now?
They still got to pay for people who have paid leave or stuff like that. They still got to do all that.
Yeah, but look how much money they're saving.
I'm sorry.
Buildings ain't run, that means lights aren't on. Electronics aren't on. So their bills are going down. This country's making hella fire money right now with the government being shut down. My thing is, if you shut the government down, government, period, should be shut down. Everything.
I feel like he needs to get over this wall and he needs to get these people back to work.
Yep.
Because talking don't pay bills.
Nope, not at all.
Sitting at home don't pay bills.
Not at all.
Like, people need bills paid. Regardless of how much money they got, they can sit around all day long, do whatever they got to do, have the most wonderful 401ks. But the people who really need this money need to get back to work. Like, stop playing. No, you're not getting your wall. Move on. Get over it. And go find something else to do. Like putting these homeless people in a home. All over. Like, clean up your own country while you over here trying to be bothered by someone else's.
That's what I'll never understand with this country. So worried about another country, but you won't do for your own.
Right. It's hectic, man. But we're almost there. It's
History
hard.
proves it. History proves it. Every time there's a hurricane, an earthquake, natural disaster in any country, Europe, Asia, Australia, South America, who throws millions and billions of dollars of assistance? We do. 9/11 happened in this country, right? Mm-hmm. Doing the math? What was it? Over 4,000 people killed. Buildings fell out the sky. Missiles went everywhere. That involved 3 different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name one country that came over here and helped us clean up?
Nobody.
Keith Sweat can tell you.
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody. That's what's wrong with us as Americans. We so quick, no, not as Americans, our government. It ain't us, it's our government.
Right.
We dictate so much about life. We dictate how a country can be run, but we don't want no one to be a dictator.
Right.
We worry about other people's business versus worrying about our own. We're so busy helping other countries versus helping our own people. I've met so many military people, not in just the Maryland, Baltimore, and DC area, other states that are homeless. North Carolina, New Orleans, Chicago, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Philly, Jersey, New York.
The same people that
Virginia.
fought for the country.
And these are military people. Fought in Afghanistan, fought in Iraq, fought in whatever. But they're homeless because the government ain't doing nothing for them. That's sad.
Not right. Like, how you gonna fight for the country and then you gotta fight for your life being homeless?
Exactly. That's
like,
crazy.
That's unfair. How do we get here? Like, why does our country don't take care? Why do they not take care of us? First off, I can't talk. Y'all see how many times I said that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
They don't even take care of their own, but they ready to go reach out and regulate what's going on in other countries.
It's crazy.
This week we're doing really good with with being censored. Very, very good. So this is our last break and we're almost here, guys. Give us about 5 more minutes, and then come back and watch us and we'll be here. All right? We're ready to close the show. But we need you all to stay tuned. See you all in a little bit on BeExposedRadio.com. All right.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at
the Outside Crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are now. And we're back.
Now we're back.
First and foremost, on behalf of our beloved co-host, Fawn the Skater, me and T the Busy Bee would like to thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to SK Pizza and Subs. Thank you for all your assistance that you always continue to do for Skylyne Foundation and the Skylyne Radio Show. Again, we can't thank you enough. All the volunteers that assisted with the Christmas feast for the homeless in DC and Baltimore. Yes.
That was an amazing weekend.
It was really amazing.
In all honesty, what you don't know about me is that I don't like gloating about anything I do. I am a secret weapon. I am a secret. Anything that I do, you won't know until I open up my mouth, unless you follow me on Instagram. In all honesty, and even on Instagram, you still don't get the full picture of everything that I do. But that was the first time that I felt so honored that there were so many volunteers who came out to our event and helped volunteer.
We had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of people. We walked through the park like it was. We switched out volunteers because we had so many volunteers.
Yeah.
I had to pack my car. It was the deadliest pack ever. It was like jigsaw in there. But either way, it still got there. But that was the most appreciative moment that I really, really, really enjoyed, and that I really, really felt, and that I was really glad people came out. Like, I actually gloated about it on Instagram, and I don't do that. I might send a simple picture like, okay guys, this is what we did, thank you volunteers. But this time I was like, hey yo, we took over. Like, you see, there was a whole difference.
Thank you to the man, my brother, Derek Chase, Stand Up Baltimore. Thank you for all your guidance, your assistance, your positive words, the talks we have. It's greatly appreciated. I love you, bro. Thank you to, you know who you are, the security staff, you know who you are. Dave and Buster's, Subway, Chick-fil-A, thank you for your assistance and your donations. Who are we missing?
Shelby. Thank you, Shelby. Shelby is one of our volunteers who has helped us with storage. So thank you, Shelby.
Yeah.
Because that's
we got
a big
storage
move.
now. We're making moves.
We got a storage. See, we got a storage there. We're working on a storage. Well, we kind of do have a storage in DC. We have a storage in DC too. Like, that's a really big move for us on so many levels. Like, now we don't have to travel with stuff. We can just put stuff in certain areas.
Yep.
Or we can just take it all to Baltimore and separate it out, so then we can take some to DC, so it's already there. Like, it's so many different things that come with just having a storage area for Feed the Homeless stuff. We run out of so much room. Make sure everyone make sure everyone come and volunteer with us this that weekend. It was MLK weekend. On the 19th is Skylyne Foundation in DC at Franklin
Square Park.
Franklin Square Park, not Farragut, but Franklin Square Park. And in Baltimore under the 83 Bridge on Sunday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, T_TheBusyBee, TEY_TheBusyBee. There's no funny spellings, just spell it all correctly. Make sure you follow my business page, Skylyne_Foundation_2016. Mark, you want to run your social media? You don't have as much as I do.
Nope. Look for me on Skylyne on Facebook, Skylyne Mark. I got 2 different pages, Mark Gray, GREY. That's how you find me. Questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. If you got my, well, a lot of y'all don't have my new phone number. I got a new phone number about 3 months ago, so a lot of y'all don't have it. So inbox me if you need my contact information, and I'll send that to you. We are Skylyne Radio. This is the end of our show. Make sure you don't go nowhere, because the flamboyant Dr. Wren is coming up. And her show is The Salacious Life.
Oh.
The Salacious Couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing big things over there.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to come in.
Couch.
I'm gonna have to come over there and lounge with you.
Yes. Make sure everyone tunes in for them. And we would like to say thank you and good night.
BeExposedRadio.com.
Yes. All right, we did it again, but we ended a little bit earlier than expected.
Maybe.
So we're still here.
Bloopers.
You know? Another blooper.
There we go.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do